Okay, so today we're going to go over the basics of HTML and the basic structure of an HTML document, and we're going to be using Notepad++. So if you saw my first video, I showed you where you can download this program for free. If you don't want to use Notepad++, you don't want to download anything, you can use Notepad. Just copy everything that I do into Notepad, and it works the same way. Right, so we're going to go ahead and open Notepad++, and it brings up a blank document. Okay, the first thing that I would suggest you do when you open this document is to go ahead and save it. I know it's blank, but this is a good habit to get into. Alright, so you're going to go to Save As. Alright, make sure you don't just go to Save. Go to Save As. And this is important, and I'll show you why. Alright, it doesn't matter where you save this document as long as you know where it is and can keep it organized. Alright, now when you're writing your home page for the website, right, which is the basic page a person goes to when they first go to your website, the name of it always needs to be index. Okay, INDEX, and that's important. But when you save it as index.html. Okay, any website that you're creating, whether it's the front home page or a contact us page or whatever, you do the file name, right? In this case, it's index.html. Every one of them need that .html. And what that's going to do is tell the computer or the browser that this is an HTML document. It is a website. If you don't put this HTML there, it's going to save it as a regular text document, and your browser is not going to open it correctly. Okay, so make sure you always put that .html. Alright, and let's save it. Alright, so now you can see on Notepad++, it saved it as index.html. And if you're using Notepad, just plain Notepad, it'll put the title at the top. Okay. Now, the first thing that you need to know about HTML is that HTML is created by using tags. Okay, and here's a basic HTML tag. They all start with less than, and then whatever the tag is, and then they're closed by greater than. Okay, so anything in between this is going to be the tag. Alright, when you're creating an HTML document, your first tag is always the HTML tag. Alright, so again, less than, and then the HTML tag is created by just typing in HTML, and then greater than. Okay, and this particular tag, the HTML tag, tells the browser or whatever is viewing this document that everything is HTML code. Okay, so we have the HTML tag. Now, one thing about tags is there's an open tag and a close tag. Okay, the first one that you always write is the open, which is just your basic one here, and then you have to close every tag. And to close the tag, it's very simple. It's a / whatever tag you're closing, the greater than symbol. So basically the same thing as your open tag, just with that / in the front. Now, when you have your open and close tags together, what that's doing is it's telling the browser that everything between the open and the close tag needs to follow this instructions, whatever your tag is. In this case, we give it HTML, telling it that everything in between the open HTML tag and the closed HTML tag is going to be HTML code, right, which is the very basic of a document. Right, so since everything's going to be HTML code, you're going to need some space in between them. Right? Now the next tag that goes into making a document is your head tag. Right, and you open it just like you would any other tag, and this one's called the head tag, and you just put in head in the middle. Now, and this is important. There's a lot of things that can go in a head tag. Too many to really talk about, and some that are too advanced to really get into right now. So the first one that we're going to talk about, and the most basic, is going to be your title. And this is what the title of your web page is going to be. So it's going to be the title tag, T-I-T-L-E. Right? And then whatever you want to title your web page. And let me show you what a title is. This web page obviously is Google. And in Firefox, the title appears right here. So their title is just Google. If you go to Internet Explorer, right, their title is going to show up on the tab, and also up at the top. Right, and it'll show you whatever web page you're going to. So, say we go to Facebook, right? And this is their title, Welcome to Facebook, log in, sign up, or learn more. Right? This is what they typed in their title tag, Welcome to Facebook. And again, it shows it in the same place on the tab. Alright, so we're going to call ours just our website. Right, and then we're going to close the title tag. The same way we open and close everything else. Now, this is a good example of an open and close, because we opened it, right? And then we closed it. So what this is doing is it's telling the browser that anything after the title tag is going to be the title, all the way up until the closed title tag. Okay? So anything you type in between these two tags is going to be your title. Alright, so we'll save this again. And now you can just click save since we've already titled it, giving it a file name. Alright, and let's open it up and see what it looks like. Alright, and this is where I saved mine. Yours may be a different spot, just depending. Now, if you see, it's right here. Now remember we named it index, so it's right here. Now what's important to notice here is it saved it as a Firefox document. Now that's because that's my default browser. If your default browser is Internet Explorer, then it will say an Internet Explorer document here. Right, and it'll give it the Internet Explorer icon, which means it recognizes it as a web page, which means you saved it .html. Alright, so let's open it up and take a look. And obviously right now it's blank because we've done nothing to the web page. But if you do notice up here, it's given it the title that we told it to, our website. Right? So let's go back. Okay, so now that's all that we need in the header. Okay, we'll go over more stuff that you can put in the head later, but for right now that's all we need. So let's close the head tag. Right? Now remember we opened it here, right, and we closed it here. So it tells the browser that everything in between there needs to go in the header. Alright, so now we're done with the header. We close the header. Your next tag that you need is going to be the body tag. Alright, and I put an extra space here just because it's easy for me for organization. It doesn't have to be. Your body tag can go right here, or it can go down here. It doesn't matter where it goes. What's important is that everything that you want in your web page goes in between the body tag and when we close the body tag. Right? So now we have your open body and your closed body, so everything that goes in between this will show up in the body of the web page. Right? So just to show for an example, this is the body, right? Now since this text is in between an open body tag and a closed body tag, it will show up in the body of the web page. Right? So let's save it. Right? To view any changes, you always have to save it first. And go back to where we have it open. This is already open. If you already closed yours, you can just go back to the original file and open it again. Right, so we got it where it's already open. Let's refresh it so it gets the new stuff. And you can see right here, this is the body, right? So what we typed into the body tags has shown up in the body of the web page. Alright, now there's more tags that will make a web page look more like a web page. But for right now, I just want you to see what tags do and what specific tags such as HTML, body, header, title, what those do. Alright, and those are very key to any web page. So if you go into my next lesson, lesson 3, we'll go into some more tags that will go into the body and help you start shaping your website.